Alright, hello, and welcome to Tall Painting, Season 10, Episode 8, Golden Sunset. It actually is a golden sunset, isn't that nice? I love me a golden sunset. 5 hours of sleep. That was me, yesterday, kinda. I slept for like 5.5 hours, apparently. I don't need to put this much yellow in. I don't need to use this much yellow. That's fine. Yeah, version 1 for Clip Studio is like definitely still perfectly fine. The main reason that I wanted to upgrade is because the really stupid thing in version 1 in Clip Studio, well, all versions of Clip Studio, you can make animations, which is cool and fun. Like I originally bought the EX version that lets you have an unlimited animation frame count. And I think it also has something for comic stuff as well. I think you have like unlimited comic pages as well. So that's the version I bought. But in version 1 of Clip Studio Paint, you can't export an animated GIF with transparency. And I'm like, bruh, like why? Like why? I feel like that's a pretty like not a huge ask sort of thing, you know? I feel like that's not a huge like, that's like a normal thing that should just be included. But they fix in version 2 and above, you can export on with transparency on an animated GIF. So that was cool. So I'm on version 4 now, which I think a lot of the changes between versions like 2, 3, and 4, I think were like a lot of 3D model related stuff, I think. There's like some like I think other minor changes, but nothing that looks like huge stand out to me. I know they have a feature where like you can like use like a hand 3D model and like I guess like set up your webcam with Clip Studio and you can like do a hand, like do like this with your hand and the model will do that with the model's hand. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like if you want just a quick reference and you're like, I want this, like you don't want to go through taking a picture, like putting it on your computer, or having to look at your phone, like I don't know, I think that's actually a pretty cool feature. I've never used it personally. I've never really done any 3D model stuff in Clip Studio. I think I've like imported a model one time and be like, whoa, that's a 3D model. Cool. Anyways. I am actually working on something in Clip Studio right now, on a little illustration that. So I'm working on something that isn't that is not a YouTube thumbnail, something that is not Mario Paint. So we're getting a new art thing incoming in the near future. Hopefully sometime by the end of the week I'll have it done. So I want to have it done sooner than later. All right, Ebo. Oop. Your mom wanted to run errands so early, but yeah, the not Lego thing is happening as it's your day off. Happy step 73 or something that we're on right now. Yeah, I think Clip Studio is overall pretty cool. It's a pretty good software. I feel like I'm still like in crisis mode of like, how do I want to like render things? Like, I feel like I still don't have like this is a me rendering style. I feel like that isn't just like, ooh, I'm doing a cell shaded. I'm just doing it cell shaded. Like, I feel like I'm always like uncertain as to how I want to render things. Kind of a nice thing sometimes dealing with just like black and white. There's no rendering you have to worry about. I mean, you can still like, you know, you can still do stuff with like just black and white ink, but like, you know, there's so many possibilities when you're working in color. Also, how was the weekend, Ebo? Did you have a good time at the concert? Did Prak make it back home? Safe and sound? Do you miss him? Wait, so how did you get Wave exported in transparency? Did you have to like export the frames individually and like put them into EasyGIF or something? Because I think that's why Fine. I think, yeah. This one actually does work with a black background, but I think that's why this one has a black background. Because when I only had version 1 and it's like, oh, I can't export with transparency, bruh. So I gotta... We gotta go again. We gotta figure out something. But thankfully, yeah, black background works fine for that one. We all survived the chaos of NYC Saturday night. Yes. Damn, actually, this is fine. I was like, actually, POV, you're in New York on Saturday. Were you at the concert, Ebo, or were you just there for vibes to hang out? At the Final Fantasy concert? Oh, that was a pretty good back crack. What'd you ask? I asked, were you at the concert, the Final Fantasy concert, or were you just hanging out with people for vibes? You're at the concert? What instrument were you playing at the concert? I think Prak was like he was the flag twirler, right? Got their pamphlet signed by Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy. Damn. Like, did you guys like go up to him and he signed it, or like were they just already pre-signed like when they gave it to y'all? You know, I've still never read it. It's been like 3 years. But which one is this? It's right in the middle. I remember at when I went to Fan Expo, like in 2023 or something. The only thing I bought this book, and I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. Okay, the back says 30, so I guess it was 30. But I remember I bought it just on a whim, and then the author was like, "Oh, do you want me to sign it?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And then so boom, he signed it right there. So I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. I got a signature from a random dude." I had no idea who this guy was. I just saw it and felt compelled to buy it. I was like, I need to get something while I'm here. Like, I feel like I'd be missing out if I didn't get anything. But I also, like, I think I wanted a poster originally, and then I didn't end up getting a poster. Like, there was no posters that I saw that I was like immediately like, I need that. Because that's how I kind of like do like posters and shirts these days. Like, I haven't bought a new shirt in a long time. Like, I guess I haven't like been scavenging the Yeti anymore. Like, I used to look at that shit like every day. Like, oh, what's on the Yeti tonight? But I definitely take it like, if I see it and I'm immediately frame one like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I love that. Then it's like, okay, we buy it. But otherwise, like if I'm like, I don't know. I usually just don't end up buying it these days. So I'm like, I have so many shirts at this point. I have so many shirts. You know what I should do though? I should make another Yeti shirt design. Because you can just kind of make one. You don't gotta be like, well, unless they've changed it. At least when I did the Tokoyami shirts, you didn't have to like apply to be eligible. You could just like make a design and upload it, which is pretty cool actually. You could do that. Like you didn't have to do a big process. I've thought about it for a while. I was like, I should make another one someday, but I don't know what I would want to make. I think easy pickings is making a Kirby design. That's like easy pickings. Kirby or Paper Mario is like, that's easy money right there for Yeti designs. He was on our floor and they waited in line. You didn't wait in line with them, or did you make Prac like twin? Get him to sign mine for me. And he's like, ugh, Ebo. Ugh. Yeah, the benefit being when I made that Tokoyami shirt design, they gave me 3 copies of it, which one's for me, and I gave 2 to friends, or 1 to 2 friends. You know, you don't care about memorabilia or autographs. So you didn't get one. That's understandable. I definitely have like a lot of like, I have a decent amount of like things in the room here. I enjoy like a cool figurine. I like a good figurine. Like I just vacuumed it. Dusted it today. No. Like this one that Carlos got me for Secret Santa like 2 years ago. I was like, ooh, this is nice. This is a good figurine. This is kind of baller. I'm not gonna lie. This shit kind of goes hard. Kind of tough. Yeah. But I try to be kind of picky low key, because I'm like I don't want to be loaded with like just too much junk. Like I've gotten rid of a couple of figurines over time, because I was like, yeah, I don't really like I don't really need this. I actually threw out this one figurine like a couple years back at this point that I later found out I think was like a pretty rare one. I'm like, oops. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. I only got rid of it because I don't know. It's fine, it's fine. I only got rid of it because it was gifted to me by somebody who I haven't been friends with for a very long time anymore. So I was like, I'll just get rid of this. I'll just dispose of it finally after so long. But it's fine. Memorabilia's pretty simple for you, like that concert ticket pamphlet would be enough, with a few exceptions though. Art books, I want to collect the library. Dude, I kind of wish I could have gotten the Death's Door art book. But I think like when I played Death's Door, like they already stopped selling it. Like it was a limited edition, like special order thing you had to get. I think I've seen 2. I looked the other night actually. I saw 2 copies on eBay for like $500 each. I'm like, all right. I think it's a pretty neat art book. Oh, Death's Door. I should play Death's Door again since it's been like multiple years. I think Steam says since like 2021 was the last time I played Death's Door. Secret Santa next year. Give me the Death's Door art book. Only $3,000. Only $3,000. The only thing is, like right now, I don't have like a good way to like display that kind of stuff. Like there's nowhere good I can put it that isn't just like, oh, it's gonna sit like underneath everything. Oh, bruh. I forgot that randomly Randomly today, fucking Blue Sky signed me out for like no reason. So, you know, just log back in, NBD. But like on like the homepage of a logged out user, it fucking like within like 3 posts just showed me porn, basically. I'm like, damn. We're doing this, aren't we? That's crazy. I was like, why is this like one of like the immediate things that's showing up on a logged out feed? That was a crazy experience. I was like, all right, we're doing this, aren't we? 3K shoes kind of money? Exactly. Ready, Bo? Wait. Yeah, let's do a bit of that. We'll just do a little bit of that. I think that looks pretty good, right? The hustle goes on even when offline. Apparently. Which one do I want to use? We use this one. How's that look on the... it's a bit too red. A bit too red. We could use that one. That was pretty good, I think. I actually didn't look at how it looked at all on the thing. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. All right, hey Prack. Did you enjoy your weekend? Your weekend with Ebo and Julian, and I think Fig was there? Question mark? But surely you missed David. You were like, oh, I miss David. He's not here to drive me to get weed. Yo, oddballer. I am Mario Paint my Mario. Let me tell you what. Have you been on the street brawl grind still? I feel like I haven't seen y'all play in there in a little bit. I feel like there was like a good like 2 weeks where y'all were in there like every day playing. I still never tried Deadlock. I've just never given it a try. Your cousin took you to the dispo? Damn it, you should have smuggled some Midori back for Skittle, actually. Ebo would have smuggled some Midori for Skittle. Skittle said no. Were you at an American Lickbo? And we're like, oh, Skittle. Nah, I would have. Street Brawl fun. I'll try to call him to action today. Pausers. I did see Zarky failed the Wordle though, so I don't know if he's allowed to play today or not. Okay, low-key, did anybody fail the Wordle today? I didn't, but I got pretty close. I was like, I think I was on my, it took me 6 tries. That was definitely one where you just get unlucky. That was like 100% one you could just get unlucky with today. A little unfortunate. No, I lied. I didn't ask. I asked if they would want a Kirby shirt from the Nintendo store, but they said no. I do remember that part. Ready, Bo? There's so many bushes going on over here. How does this look on the... for these like alternate colors, I gotta like check how it looks on OBS because definitely this black tone right here, it looks different. Like on my CRT, it looks basically just black, but it's way more like gray looking on the capture card, what y'all are seeing. So something I gotta keep in mind. For the alt color palettes. You got it in 3? Oh my god. Oh my god. She got me something. That's okay. I don't even know if there's anything I would have been like, oh my god, I need that. Yeah, you could have just picked up real quick a Switch 2 and a pre-order of new Star Fox for me, real quick, MBD. I mean, it'd be fun to play new Star Fox, but I'd probably be content with just watching a playthrough, honestly. The alleged Arma playthrough of it at some point. I know Arma was saying supposedly the controls for it are kind of weird playing on a Pro controller, or at least I assume Arma was playing on a Pro controller for the demo. That's my assumption. And they're like, I'm not trying to spend 50 bucks on the NSO N64 controller. Which is valid. This is why I'm saying G should just offer like a renting service. I know G's got N64 and NSO controllers that G could hook Arma up with. Just a real quick rent a controller from G. MBD. Are you at twerk today, or did you take today off, Brack? Well, I think you got home pretty early, didn't you, yesterday? At least I remember you said that you were leaving in the morning. So I am led to believe that you were home early-ish yesterday. Okay, then we need put some orange on. We'll put a little yellow on. I feel like the only thing, cause like with just how like the pixels blend, I feel like sometimes for the vertical paintings, when I have to do them sideways like this, it can get like a little like messy sometimes with how everything just like looks. Like everything can, a lot of elements can kind of like blend together sometimes unintentionally, if y'all know what I mean. It can be a little rough. At least the good news is that I did not play any MM over the weekend or practice anything. So hell yeah, we're gonna be ready for today. Oh yeah, baby. We're gonna be cooking today. That's a definite. Anybody watching the YouTube VOD who's watching this far in, hello. If you're watching on YouTube and you made it this far, you should comment with your go-to pizza topping loadout. And if you're on Twitch watching this far, you should comment with your go-to pizza topping loadout. I found Skittle actually said that whenever Skittle like craves pizza, they have like 2 slices and then they're like, okay, that was enough for me. We're kind of not on the pizza arc anymore, actually. But I feel like I kind of go like in and out of pizza arcs low-key as well. Like sometimes it's just like, they're so good. And then other times it's like, eh. Like if I had a pizza right now, I probably enjoy it still. But like I'm not like actively like, I need a pizza so bad, you know? Despite how good a pizza might be. Just take me back to garlic crust being consistently good. But last time we had them, they were actually pretty good. So I'm like, are they back to form? Are they back to being good again? Are they back to being good? That's like a tragic thing, experiencing like a restaurant being like really good and then they randomly like, I don't know, change owners or something and then they like start sucking. It's like, man, but you were so good for so long. Sad. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do that. Do that. And I can, yep. Oh, I guess we'll have to do. Just to the part where I was saying how I went like a long time without having to do a vertical painting like this, and now here I am. We've done like, I feel like 2 or 3 vertical paintings over like the last like couple paintings. Something like that. Yeah, in like the middle here in this like snowy area, it's like greenish kinda. I can't really do that very easily, so I'll probably just leave it to grays, most likely, is what will happen. That's probably the game plan, is just make it gray. Oh, connecting in the chat. Pausers? Twitch being bad again? Question mark? Welcome to the chat room. Anybody else get welcome to the chat room for some reason? I love getting welcome to the chat room. Will always forever be a mystery as to why it just happens for like whatever reason. Can we just blame it on AI fucking up everything in the world? Like seeing these posts about Blue Sky allegedly doing like vibe coding nonsense. And then it's like, oops, we're going in on this vibe coding bullshit. And then it's like, oops, the website's crashing constantly. Coincidental? Coincidental? Oh my god, the Ebo room? Hey. Ebro? I've hardly Ebo'd him. Ad? Yo, is that fucking like $20 per ad I'm about to get from Ebo? Me when I'm making $1 bajillion per ad. Ooh, I can use this one. That's actually Giga Tech right there. Damn, it's cracked like every finger and then both shoulders at the same time. Dude, I was saying this on stream last week, I think on Friday, last day of last week's streams, but I was like, I need that part in Incredibles 1 where Mr. Incredible's like fighting that robot in like the volcano, and then it like starts pulling at his arms and legs and it cracks the fuck out of his back. I need that. I need that, like high key. I need to go fight that robot apparently. Like that shit's gotta be so good. It's gonna be so nice. God. And we don't usually use the eraser, but the eraser has such a nice noise. Like imagine how much less hype Mario Paint would be if it didn't have like such fun noises. Like everything makes such like a fun sound. Take notes, game devs. Like even if something as simple as like Mario Paint could be like really effective just because like the sound effects are really good. It's like I've never played Balatro, but like whenever I've like watched someone play it, aka mostly Skittle, I think. I was always like, damn, like the chips, they make such nice noises. So I'm like, it's got good vibes in my book just because like it's got really nice noises that just like hit super good. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes, well, having a good game is also good on top of all that, but you know. A good game can be very much enhanced by the sound design being really nice. Like I feel like Mario Paint, like thinking in the context of like the early 90s when it came out, like 91 I think. Like it's definitely like it was probably like one of the first or the first like actually like pretty decent like home digital painting software things that you didn't need like a computer for. Since having a PC or Mac or just a computer back then like was pretty uncommon. Or at least I assume it was pretty uncommon for most families in that time. I don't remember where I was going somewhere with that thought, and now I don't know where I was going with it. So enjoy that thought for what it was, I guess. I had some points that I was trying to make initially, and then I forgot. So oops. Oopsie. Might be. Wait, hold on, I'm kind of cooking with this one. Hold on, it's kind of coming together. Like, okay, all the colors are like up here in the sky, and then it's like a bunch of grays, and you got that like contrast. Adge hell, are you still in Adge, or did it just finally finish, Ebo? Let me out, bruh. Like, Twitch chat has told me that ad's been over for like 2 minutes. Ad free, yes, yes. That's crazy that you were still in ads that whole time, Ebo. That's insane. You restarted the stream, damn. Your shit was bugging. Your shit was big bugging. Apparently. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you're at a agile. This is okay. No, it's not that sound. Okay. Do we go crazy? Hold on. Will this leak through? Oh, damn! This is what a good software. Oh my god, what a good piece of software. They're farming you. Dude, remember when you could farm ad bits? Did anybody else get gimped by being in Canada or something? Because I swear to God, like that shit was like built for like being American. I swear. The only time it would ever let me farm ads for bits back then was on my phone, and I remember doing that in one of my classes in college. I just had my phone like just on my leg or something while we're just like in class, just hitting the button. I wonder who I was watching back then, like who was streaming then that I was watching. Yeah, I mean, apparently Justin was saying that's how Anna has like the 10k bit badge in his stream. I'm like, bruh, like it apparently was all from just farming ad bits. Which is actually crazy, like that they got that many fucking ad bits from just doing that. Like that's actually insane. Like I think I got like maybe like a couple dollars worth of bits out of that. I've like barely ever had bits high key. The only times I've ever had bits in my Twitch account were back when they did these like couple promotions. One was like you bought like $1 worth of bits, and then they gave you like $5 like extra of bits for whatever reason. So it was basically free money, kind of. But I was like, I may as well. And then there was like some other promo they did like a long time ago that was like go on like Amazon Prime Video and watch like this like 20-minute episode, but I just muted the tab and then didn't watch it, but let it play in the background. And then it gave me like at least like $5 worth of bits. But other than that, I've like never like paid for bits otherwise, because I'm like, eh. All right. In a different timeline, if I was like balling with it, if I was big balling in it, I could have been out here. I could have been one of those guys. But also, if I was balling in it, would I even do that these days? I don't know. I don't know. Some ads just straight up didn't give you bits. It was weird. I think it was especially strange because like on my computer back then for trying to farm bits, like the button would be there, but it would just be grayed out like constantly. I'm like, why? Why are you teasing me? Just don't show the button. If it's not gonna work, just don't show it to me. Don't give me hope that I can get free money. That's my take. Don't give me hope. Don't bait me. Just don't show it. I wonder what made them stop doing that. Like, were they just losing a shit ton of money from doing that, I wonder? I mean, I could only assume that Twitch was losing money off of that. That's my assumption. Did too many bot farmers? Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, you probably could just set it up somehow, like set up like an account that's just like farming the ad bits, and then like you just like once a week like just dump them all like on your Twitch account to just like farm money for yourself. That's probably 100% a thing you could have done, I bet. Well, I don't know if that was like legal or not, but someone probably did that, I'd assume. That's pretty likely sounding. And I wonder, like, were they hoping like it would make people like somehow buy more bits somehow? Or were they hoping that like people, like just people watching ads would like make them more money? I don't know. I don't know like what the goal of that feature was. Genuinely don't know what like the game plan was, other than it just being free money for the people. You know, didn't they also raise the price of bits at some point in time? Like a few years back, didn't they make them more expensive? Am I crazy? I swear they made bits more expensive at some point. It probably did. Because that's everything in the world. Like, what's that? $5 footlong? You mean $20 footlong? Man, I think the biggest shitpost with that is how Subway allegedly at some point in time was trying to say that they apparently never did. They were trying to say they never did $5 footlongs. It's like, y'all are fucking lying. Everybody knows that that's like what Subway was known for. And then they had like sometime over the last like couple of years, they had ads that were $6, 6 inches. It's like, bro, that's such a fucking scam. That's such a gigantic scam. Plus, after tax, it's probably like seven something, I bet. Probably. I don't know. Anybody want to go in a time machine and just live in like the mid 2000s? Okay, like I don't know. Downside, like Twitch doesn't exist. That part kind of sucks. Actually, thinking about it, Twitch is kind of cool. Like, I like that live streaming exists. I think it's a cool thing. But I'll always say, goddamn, if fucking modern internet just doesn't suck sometimes, you know? Sometimes it really is just like, let me just exist in simpler times. Nike. I don't know if anybody else ever feels that way. Speaking of simpler times, I got like the other day a YouTube video recommended to me that said it was like, I'm pretty sure it said it was 20 years old. And I was like, bro, insane. Insane seeing that. Water's so good. I cleaned the lid to my water bottle today. Y'all proud of me? Simpler times and less responsibilities. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, honestly. Okay, check out little spritz of blue here. No one panic. Oh, little spritz. Okay, wait, this is kind of turning out. Okay, this got a little wonky over here. This got a little like weird looking. But it's fine. I think it's fine. The struggle of like painting at a rotation. But I'm like, it's actually turning out pretty nice. I actually like how this one's looking. We're not even done. So I think that's a good sign that I'm liking it already. G. Hey. How's it going? Oh yeah, we're still watching the thing tomorrow. I don't know if Arma replied. I don't know if Army replied. Damn, you can make a damn. Someone should make a song like where you're just sampling like Mario Paint sound effects. You could like use like all that. You could use that for something, I bet. At Arma. %, that could be sampled into something. Wait, G probably can't hear us. He's probably in Heb right now. I don't know if he, and he might have AirPods in. Oh God, he can't hear us. He has AirPods in. Oh Lordy. Also, you know what's fucked up? I opened an avocado earlier and it went bad. And it, like, I'm like, bro, come on. Because the other avocados in the bag were not like, they were definitely not ready. They were definitely not ripe. So it was the only one that felt like soft enough to be ready. And then it was just like, it just looked gross on the inside. I was like, all right, guess I'm throwing this one out. Sad. Sad business. I hate having to throw stuff out. It's so unfortunate. Well, rather say when you have to throw out food. I think that part sucks. I hate wasting food. I still think about the time, like it was like multiple months ago, where we were at Stacked, and there was like some other table that had left, and they just like, whoever ordered it like got like an order of pancakes, and they must have taken like a singular bite, and then just left it. I was like, bro, like what the fuck? That is insane behavior. Like, hopefully they just, like, didn't like it or something. But also then at that point, if you really just hated it that much, like, surely you could have, like, probably asked them to, like give you something different. But then I'm pretty sure in that case, like, the restaurant would have just thrown it out anyways. So, like, what's the difference, I guess? But I don't know. I'll never understand people who eat like most of a meal and just leave it there. Like they just like don't take it back with them. Like why not? Why not bring it back? Have the leftovers. Because the restaurant's just gonna throw it out and you fucking paid for it. You freaking paid for that shit, yo. Like I can't even think of the last time that I got food from a restaurant and didn't take it back with me. I think the only time I can remember actually in recent memory, I lied, was when we were at a Dave & Buster's like in like 2022 or 2023, whenever it was, we were going there like a couple of times every now and then. But I remember like one time we had dinner like at the Dave & Buster's instead of getting food elsewhere. And it was not very good. It was not good. I did not like it. But it ended up being free actually, so I guess that's a dub. But I definitely didn't finish it and didn't take it back with me because I was like, I just don't like this. I ate like a good bit of it though. I didn't just like take like 2 bites and be like, all right, throwing it out. So I guess that's the only time I can think of in modern memory that I got food from a restaurant and didn't bring it back with me or didn't finish it. But other than that, that's like a singular like exception. Other than that, I cannot remember a single time I did that in like the last like 10 years. Also, I guess like these days, like when we're at like a restaurant, like I'm usually getting like the same like things. Like when we go to Stacked, I usually get like one of like the same 2 things every time. I either get this, normally the last few times I think I've gotten the Mexican hash, which is like, I guess like home fries with like, I think it has sausage, salsa, or it's pico de gallo actually. Not guac, they call it smashed avocado. And then it has like green onion sausage, I think. And like onion and peppers, I think. It's pretty good, I like it. And last time when we went there, with Random and David, it was actually so good. Like whoever made it, they were cooking that good stuff. They went ham. It was like, I feel like extra good compared to how it usually is. So dub. And then the other thing I'll get, it's like this what is it? Like chicken avocado like lunch wrap thing. I forget what's all on it. I haven't gotten it in a while, but that one's pretty good too. And then like if we go to like the Chinese place downtown, like I usually get like General Tso's or the lo mein. I don't know. I'm just getting stuff I know that's good. Other than the Dave & Buster's thing, which I guess I wouldn't have like high hopes for like getting food from like a place like that. Like, you know, I don't think anyone's going to Dave & Buster's because of the food there. Other than that, I can't think of like the last one was like I got food from a place, from like a restaurant that I was like really dissatisfied with. I don't know what it would have been. I'm not sure. I don't know, when y'all go to a restaurant, do you usually get like the same kind of thing every time, or do you like try and get something new? I definitely sometimes will just like for like, I'll like look at the menu and maybe get like something I would normally get, but then also sometimes have like a thought where it's like, oh, next time I go here, I want to try that thing. I definitely normally play it pretty safe. I feel like just get like something a go-to normally. I keep getting a double input. I'm not in the mood for something specific. I'll look through the menu. Yeah, I guess if you're going to like the same like local places or just places you've been to many times, whatever, like you definitely like know the menu by that point pretty well, and like the things you would usually get. Like even like at the Chinese place downtown, I mean they always just give us menus anyways, so. The appetite to get my usual while trying something new. That's spicy. It's hype trying something new. It's hype trying new things. But it's also nice knowing you're gonna get something that's good. Like that part goes really hard. I guess when Blue Bob was here and we went to the Chinese place downtown, he actually got 2 different orders. I think he got they have like a combination plate there, which is actually pretty good. pretty, like, you get crazy. You get a combination of things. And it's not too expensive. And it's like, oh, you can get like rice and these things and that thing. All without having to be like, yep, I made 3 whole orders. But he got that, I think, and he got like an order of sesame chicken. I was like, damn, I've never seen anyone I've been with get the sesame chicken. So this is a new avenue. New avenue we're going down. I did try a bit of the sesame chicken that he got, and I definitely was like, this is not, in my opinion, just not as good as the General Tso's. General Tso's kind of hard to beat sometimes. I was like, it's fine. Like, I don't think it's bad or anything, but I definitely, given the option, I would not order this over the General Tso's from this place. But he did say that it was not as, the sesame chicken was not as hype as this Chinese place in his area. So I'm like, damn. I wonder how that sesame chicken compares. As someone who has not been to this Blue Bob place before. No BB. We're just barely not cutting the one. I gotta do a tree still, but we're almost there. Almost there. Oh. I need to be steamrolled. G, can you pull up the steamroller? I need to be steamrolled. Man, speaking of steam, I need a sauna. That's what I need. That's goals. Have a sauna. Having a sauna would be so awesome. They're so comfy. Like, that'd be goals for one day. Having some crazy house that has a fucking sauna in it. Who was it? I think Skittle was saying, like, one of their family members, I think, had a sauna. I'm like, damn, it's fucking broken. That's so OP. I wish. I wish. You know, how does it look on the capture card? Very, we could use that. We could use that, I think. Yo, Loopy Picklehead, how's it going? How are you today? I'm at Josh. You have a sauna in your building. Can you cut it out and bring it to my place so I can then have the sauna? And then they'll be like, where's the sauna? And y'all be like, I don't know. And then they'll be like, all right, just put a new one in. And then y'all will have a new sauna. And then everybody's happy. I think that's like the ideal scenario. I don't know if there's much maintenance. Like, if you have like your own sauna, do you have to like do much to like upkeep it? Also, this tree should not have gone this high, but mine's going off the page. Fuck it, why not? Make your own story. You can use it next time you're over. That'd be crazy. I have to not bring my glasses in, because I remember when we were at, I think, Canada Cup 2017. I remember I had my glasses in the sauna that was in the hotel, and I remember that, like, afterwards, it felt like my glasses were constantly like foggy, like that there was just something weird with them, and like it just like would not go away. I think thankfully I got new glasses not too long after, or at least new lenses. But I think like I guess like the the high like heat and steam like must have fucked up like a coating or something, I assume. I assume that's what happened, because I was like, I cannot imagine what could have happened other than the sauna. That'd be crazy tech though. That would go kind of hard though. Sauna with the boys. Do many people usually use the sauna at your guys' place? If I lived there, I'd be using that shit for sure. I'd be going in that. Like, here's the thing. I think like with hot tubs, like I like a good hot tub. A good hot tub is nice, but I feel like a lot of the time at like pools that have hot tubs, usually they end up being not that hot. So I feel like I'll like get in, it feels nice, and then it's like a couple minutes later, like I'm adjusted and it doesn't feel warm anymore. But then the sauna is just like nice. Like it just feels good constantly while I'm in it. At least like at the swimming center in my area, that was like the experience I would have with the hot tub there. And same experience I'd have with the sauna, where I'm just like, ooh, I just feel like nice while I'm in this all the time. Straz outdoor hot tubs, indoor ones are eh. I remember at Skittles' apartment in America when I was there, that hot tub was outside and something fell upstairs. We went there in the winter one time, so it was like snowing and we fucking like walked outside to go to the hot tub. That was interesting. The tragic part was getting out and then having to like get back inside. Skittles' apartment was like as close as it could have been though to the hot tub and pool area. Like it was like you exited and it was like probably like 20 steps across the street you had to walk. It was like not far at all, but still like, you know, when you're wet and it's fucking like nighttime in the winter. So that was crazy tech doing that. It was pretty hype. It was pretty hype. I liked it. Anything exciting on the menu for today, Josh, or nah? I'm about to do the good old speedrun thing again in a little bit after this. The thing that we always do. I was thinking we might finally start Hollow Knight after I get 244 in glitchless. I think that'll be the game plan. Unless I like don't get 244 and then I like just like one day I'm like I want to play Hollow Knight so bad or something. But I think that'll be the game plan for me to 244 and then be like, okay, we can start Hollow Knight sometime after this. I think that's what I want to do. My reward for getting the time that I want. I mean, I think getting past the 244, getting below that would be would be pretty cool for glitchless, but like right now I can obtain a 244 definitely. A 243 would be like insane if I got that. Like I think like in theory it could happen, but that would be like so unrealistic to expect at this point. Like it would have to be like an absolute like insane run, like basically no major errors throughout the entire thing. And then if that happened, I'd have to be like, how the fuck is Jess like 3 minutes faster than this? How the frick is he fast? Okay, how's that? Let's see. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, hold on. I actually like this one. This one turned out kind of nice. Damn, my like, I feel like my like hills and such, they go way far back. I didn't get like the yellow tint on them, yellow greenish kind of going on. That's kind of, I don't know. It would have been really tough to get that without like making it look super messy. So I just kind of avoided doing it. Sometimes for Mario Paint, it's better to like omit something and keep it simple instead of trying to get every possible thing in the painting. That's my take on Mario painting. But we're gonna call the painting done there. So thanks for watching. See you next time, YouTube watchers.